Mazzetti is historically been known as an traditional engineering company. And through the last several years, as our industry has been changing, we've really been working hard to evolve the company and to offer new kinds of services and strengths and differentiators really in a market that's becoming increasingly commodified. We really want to be ones who are advancing knowledge in the industries that we serve, particularly in healthcare. A lot of people talk about wanting to be on the cutting edge or on the bleeding edge. Our philosophy is we want to be the scalpel. We want to be the ones who are really creating change and making things happen. And so we're investing pretty heavily in a lot of research kinds of work. We're partnering with a number of organizations to do that, and we're heavily involved in policy developments, because one of the things we've learned over time is the best ideas in the world aren't any good unless they can actually be made to come true. And very often the regulatory systems become barriers to doing better things. And you know, what we found in the context of doing projects, very often a project doesn't give you the time and the resources to be able to do the kinds of research, the kinds of policy work to make the better buildings that all of our clients want. And so by focusing sort of outside of individual projects in this broader way, it allows us to really advance the industry and make the world a better place. In the world of research, our work in that area really started, most importantly, with a project around alternate ventilation methods in hospitals. And that began when we had a client, Kaiser Permanente. We were designing a new hospital for them, and Kaiser came to us and said, you know, we'd really like to be able to open the windows in the patient rooms. Can you help us figure out how to do that? And there were all kinds of challenges about doing that. So we pulled together experts from around the country in a lot of different areas, and we worked together to sort of understand how could we do that and what would the challenges be. And then we started looking at other kinds of alternative ventilation strategies and developed a notion that probably the low-hanging fruit, the thing that we could do that was most feasible, was to actually look at something called displacement ventilation and its application in particular in patient rooms and in public waiting areas. Over a course of years, we were able to produce results with sufficient scientific rigor that it allowed us to change the building codes. And so today this ventilation method is offered as an alternative now. And so we're now increasingly including this in the design of our buildings. So one of the things that I think sets us apart, or at least that we've tried to make as a differentiator, really came from a conversation I had with an architect a number of years ago. And this architect, who is a very well-known architect in the world of healthcare design, I was asking her at the time what she needed and what her company needed from a consulting firm, because I wanted to understand, what do I need to build? I was asking her, and she said, well, there's a lot of engineers out there who can produce a set of blueprints. And there's a lot of people out there who can have great ideas and ideas that look like they're really special and really remarkable and are really going to drive the world forward. But what the world really needs is a company that can sit at a table with a CEO or a board and create those visions, but create visions that are not just pie in the sky, but visions that can ultimately be built and operated in a successful way. And that's where the magic lies, is a firm that could do that. And so ever since she said that, that's been sort of my beacon in terms of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to build. I don't just build hospitals, I'm building a company, and I'm building an organization that will, I hope, help people to create their vision of what they want and to take the good ideas about what could be possible in a way that's really grounded in the reality of delivering projects and operating hospitals and really make that come true.